me to start my speech by thanking first of all the organizing committee of this forum for this excellent two-day event that allow us to draw useful conclusions regarding the present, but most importantly about the future of the agri-food business. Allow me also to welcome you in the region of Western Greece, a region which is connected with the primary sector in the agri-food sector. Before starting the main part of my speech, I would like to mention some data that shed light into studies that I believe that will help us in this discussion and will showcase the importance of the agri-food sector as well as the challenges that we have ahead of us in the medium term and long term. First of all, when it comes to the GDP, the contribution of the Greek agricultural sector is 4.7%. In Greece, food industry, tobacco and beverages industry has the first place in number of businesses, since we have 16,263 businesses in out of the 57,000 businesses. It has 39% of the employers, and it has 400,000 people working, in a percentage more than 10%. Until 2050, the agri-food sector on a world scale shall feed the 40%, or rather 40% more people compared to now, while the arable land per person will be reduced. In order to cover the increased needs of the future, we should also increase the agricultural production to 70%. It is also self-explanatory that the arable land should also be included, which is something specific. 68% of the world's population will live in urban areas, while it is estimated that 12% will be underfed. Today, the quality of the 70% of the land's soil is degraded, percentage that will be increased in 95% until 2050. Therefore, we understand the role that primary sector plays and that will play in the future, and the same goes for the agri-food sector. We should try and create resilient economies and societies against modern challenges. A future that, according to data, will bring us against challenges and crises more often compared to the past. Health crisis, safety crisis, as we have experienced lately with the pandemic. Wars like the one that is happening in this neighborhood, in this part of the world, the last 4 months. I'm talking about the war of Russia against Ukraine. And of course, this has made the food security issue even worse. And it also has not helped. Of course, one should not forget the climate crisis, which is connected with the agri-food sector through the waste of food, but also the waste of natural resources, such as water resources, since the greenhouse emissions has been increasing, and the degradation of the soil, and the threat of biodiversity, and of course the threat that poses to human life after all. In Greece, as you may very well know, the agri-food sector is characterized by a low yield compared to the European average. This fact is due to a series of difficulties, and if we want to analyze them, we will see that the primary law play the following. First of all, as we have heard a lot of times of this conference, the lack of training of the farmers in Greece. And we know that the education of farmers are the lowest compared to other EU member states. And of course, this is something that relates to the aging population of the farmers. And of course, the low level of adoption of technological innovation. All the above prove the necessity to adopt digital innovation in order to use modern systems and practices all around the supply chain, and of course in order to keep investing in human capital with the training and education of the people that work on the agri-food sector and in the primary sector in general. Agricultural holdings of the future will be based on digital innovation, and through a series of technological tools and appliances, and of course by using algorithms of machine learning, it is expected to create new possibilities that will be able to help us reduce the cost, utilize new resources, and mitigate the environmental footprint of the agri-food sector. The region of Western Greece, understanding the necessity to support all the stakeholders of the supply chain, of the food supply chain, and by having as a goal to showcase the local agricultural products, to support the income of all the stakeholders in this chain value of the agri-food sector, has developed a very specific toolkit in order to support not only young but also older farmers. When it comes to training and education, as it is generally accepted that human capital which is trained is a prerequisite for success. The region of Western Greece, works together with the 3 universities that are either located in Patras, such as the University of Patras, the Hellenic Open University, or have departments here, such as the University of the Peloponnese. Here I would like to mention that the collaboration that I describe is not mere words, but it has a specific object. We are trying to modernize the infrastructure of the University of Patras in Mesologi that are financing by the public investment program with 1.5 million euros. The modernization of the old farm school with 1.8 thousand euros. Our intervention with specific proposal in order to support all the regional departments of the University of Patras, and our participation through financing in order to make a large and personalized university sustainable in all 3 regional units. The goal of our region in order to find financing through PEP, through the regional operational program, and of course we want to create an farm school in Amaliada and in the holy city of Messolongi. This initiative, and I would like to thank from the bottom of my heart, that became reality with the cooperation of our region with the Ministry of Education and Religious Affairs, Rural Development and Food, the University of Patras and the American Farm School, the Hellenic Agricultural Organization Dimitra, and the foundation of Captain Vasilis and Carmen Konstantakopoulos. Through the foundation of this farm school, the above-mentioned institution took the responsibility to support scientific knowledge, education, research in the local agricultural economy. Our goal is to create the analytical thought, the constant upgrade and training of human capital, focusing on modern topics that relate to the agricultural economy and the utilization of cutting-edge technologies on a European level. Our vision is to support a holistic growth of the Greek agricultural sector through the improving of the sustainability, competitiveness of our agricultural holdings, and of course the creation of excellent agricultural businesses. The region of Western Greece strives to become the missing connective link between the needs of the production of processing and of marketing the agri-food products. I would like to thank you very much for your time and patience.